I believe that's my coat you got there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You're Alucard, aren't you?
Yes, I am. What brings you out here?
That would be your father.
Prince of Darkness. What is he up to this time?
Well, he's attacking a small village just off the coast, and they sent for my assistance in dealing with him.
Why you? You don't appear to be a monster hunter.
Good question. Next question.
I could aid you in defeating my father.
Yes, that could prove quite useful. Alright, I think the castle's over this way. Hey guys, and welcome back to the network, where today we'll be continuing our Castlevania Adventures, this time with Castlevania 3. But not only normal Castlevania 3, this will be Castlevania 3, but the Japanese version, which uses an extra sound chip to provide beautiful music. So, without any further ado, let's hop right into it. Now, I believe this game is called, or is pronounced Akumajou Densetsu, Akumajou Densetsu, or something like that. It's like Demon Castle Dracula or something like that. Now I'm blanking on how to spell. There we go. I think if you spell help me, then it ends up giving you extra lives, but this game follows Trevor Belmont, a predecessor to Simon Belmont, Simon's father, as he was the first man to go and Dralik. Yes, that's the word. He was the first guy to go and defeat Dracula in the Belmont clan. Now he moves a little faster, but as you can hear, the music, it just sounds so crisp compared to the NES version. The NES version does not have support for expansion audio. This game has a VR6 sound chip that Konami included, which adds a couple additional audio channels to provide a more fuller sounding soundtrack. That's a fun sentence. Fuller sounding soundtrack, but you know, a more fuller soundtrack than its NES counterpart. Now there are a couple differences in terms of like playstyle. I think this one is supposed to be easier than the North American one. However, that could be wrong. It could be the other way around. Tomato, tomato. Either way, we're here playing the Japanese version. Not like there's much of a difference visually, at least right now. Although there may not be crosses in the North American one, because Nintendo of America was very, very adamant about games not having any religious references in it. And of course, you know, for one literally containing holy water, you know, that's a little but no religious references, so there may be some of those. If that triggers you, I'm sorry, but you know, it is what it is. This came out in 1989, almost literally almost the same time the Super Nintendo came out. Now, was this one of those games where it was just, no, I think that was Turtles 3. Yeah, that was Turtles 3 went onto the scope, not Castlevania 3. A lot of people knew about this taking place, but one of the big differences between this game and the original Castlevanias is, or well, at least Castlevania 2, it does go back to the linear action platformer type that you had in Castlevania 1. However, this time there are additional playable characters. This is the first game where you can play as Alucard. You have Sypha Belnades and Grant, who is kind of like a pirate of sorts, and those guys aid Trevor in defeating Dracula. So little bit of different play styles. I think Alucard can turn into a bat, and Sypha can use magic, and Grant, I have no idea what he does. I think he climbs walls. That's his shtick. Yeah, definitely one of those must-play games if you own an NES, Castlevania 3, or you know, any way you can play it. It is a fun game. It's challenging, but it's like just the right amount of challenge where it's not obnoxious, but it's still fun. And that is the hot take on Castlevania 3 as we are just breezing through stage 1. Definitely one of the games that I have more playtime in over the original 2. There's someone else on YouTube that took the North American soundtrack and the Japanese one and kind of made like a master soundtrack, because there's some bits that are missing from this soundtrack, or well, from the Japanese version, but overall it does sound better than the North American one. And we'll just continue to throw daggers at this guy until he gets close enough where we can use our whip. And that is the end of him. But yeah, there are some things that are missing in this soundtrack that the NES version has, but overall this one sounds a lot better than the NES. The NES just sounds, frankly, depressing. It is a very depressing soundtrack, having listened to this one first. So there are prelude, different paths that you can take after each stage. So because we're going to go Sypha instead of Grant, if you wanted Grant, you would go the up route, and then that will take you to the clock tower, but Sypha is through the Mad Forest, so that's where we'll go next. Mad Forest being one of my favorite soundtracks from this game. We really need to have like a soundtrack counter, because God, how many times have I said that in the past 5 minutes? At least like, I don't know, a good amount. Now this is the part of Mad Forest that is the most rage-inducing. This is the part with owls, and these owls are straight bastards, because oh my, if you don't take your time going through this, then they will rock your world, and it sucks. Massive ass, because they don't just exist. They'll spawn, they'll swoop down. If they don't hit you, they'll go back up, they'll make their second loop, and then there, well, we'll see with that guy, and then they respawn over here, which is just terrible. But see, we made it through there no problem. Definitely first time playing that, it'll probably take you a good 20 minutes if you're trying to bum rush through it. It is a very hard section. This is not the first time playing Castlevania 3. Definitely have played this a few times before. I think I have a piece of the stash ended up in my mouth. Anyway, yeah, not the first time playing Castlevania 3. Now the real question is, let's think about this. The concept of wall meat is kind of gross, because like, how long has it been there? And wouldn't it be like rotten and stuff by the point that Trevor decided he wanted to come and schmack it? Like, let's be real here. That's probably some rotten, rancid, nasty meat. So we're gonna try very, very hard to not lose any more health until we get to the Sypha fight, which will be interesting because there are a bunch of spiders on the route to Sypha. That double shot helps though. That's good. You have to be careful here because I think there's a knife in one of these. Yep, there's the knife. We have to try not to pick that up. Now we're just gonna avoid all of the candles and stuff for the remainder of this level, just so that we don't have to run the risk of accidentally getting something we don't want. Is there wall meat? Nope. Down we go. Is there wall meat here? We need wall meat. This is the boss. He's kind of difficult, which is why the wall meat would be preferred. Actually, I think there is wall meat. I think it's in that block right there, but we don't want to break that yet. This might be the guy where you have to, yeah, you have to hit him in the head. So we'll just miss. We'll miss perfectly. Okay, well, at least we're getting one of these boomerangs in the right spot. So there's a slight difference between the North American and the Japanese version on this boss. I think in the North American one, you can hit him anywhere. But in the Japanese one, you can only damage him if you hit him in the head. Just like that. Now, there was meat. There was meat in there. But we wanted that. We wanted that platform there so we could cheese the boss. And now we have successfully defeated the gargoyle, the one dude. What do you call those guys? Something. There's something. And we have now released Sypha. Oh yeah, this is Japanese. Shoot. So basically this screen is asking, will you take him with you? I think it's the first one. Wait, was that no? Did I say no? Oh no, I said yes. Okay, good. I didn't know. I didn't know if that was yes or no. All right, we got Sypha. Now, what's weird is it says, will you take him with you? Where, you know, Sypha is not a guy. But you know, it's okay. Why is Simon green? Not Simon, Trevor. Why is Trevor green? Any hoozles. Let's switch over to Sypha now. as we're playing on Dead Ship. Now, Sypha has magical abilities, but her melee is extremely short and kind of sucks. I think that does fireballs, which... Okay, Sypha, just, you know, do that. And then I think we lost Trevor's thing too, didn't we? Because of that stupid death. I literally pushed... Yep, we did. We lost the boomerang and the double shot. That's wonderful. That's great. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. That's exactly what we wanted. That's great. That's great news. There we go. Okay, you literally hold down and right. And that's what I was doing. And instead of it going, and apparently someone needs to mow their freaking lawn. Okay, well, we want to keep the... Actually, shoot. Let's switch over to Trevor and then just pick up the stopwatch. Or not. Okay, I guess let's not do that. Let's just not. But yeah, no. Damn, that's such a setback. Wonderful. Truly, truly wonderful. You know, now the whole mojo's just kind of died because of that sad piece of crap moment where sometimes the collision, it just does not work. The stairs just don't work. But yeah, Sypha's pretty OP. She's got some OP abilities. Literally, as we get rid of one of the nice OP abilities, she has like some magic spells where she can make balls show up everywhere. You know, what if we walk down this? Because then, yeah, then they... Oh, you know, we could also just use the stopwatch and then walk down the stairs. You know, that's a novel idea that would have been good to have, you know, a little earlier than right now. That'd have been smart. Because then we could have stopwatched. Okay, we'll leave Sypha with the stopwatch. Do we have Trevor's whip upgraded? No, we don't. Let's upgrade the whip because the whip is good. And of course we underjumped that, so that's just wonderful. Let's. Today's just gonna be one of those days where, you know, you're just sad. Everything is just sad. Everything just makes you sad. It's just a sad time. I don't know how you could get that whatchamacallit either, that what do you call that thing? That candle? Okay, you know, honestly, if that guy hit me and I fell back and died because of that, that would have sucked. That would have been that'd have been some big ass bullshit. Or it's like, are you serious? Now he can hit me. Yep. You know, honestly, it would have been better to pick up the book with Sypha there instead of picking up the dagger, because quite frankly, the dagger's just kind of meh. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's a dagger. Okay, let's swap to Sypha and pick up the stopwatch, because then we can use the stopwatch with her. Yeah, actually, we can't even use that, because I just realized we don't even have... Oh, never mind, we do have hearts. We don't have lives. That's what we don't have. That'd be the good stuff there. All right, there we go. That's a good spot to pause it. Alright, well that'll just about wrap things up here, so with that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like and comment down below your thoughts on the Castlevania 3 soundtrack. Go ahead, look up Castlevania 3 on the NES and compare it to the what do you call it, the Famicom, and leave in the comments, you know, which one you like better. And subscribe so that you don't miss anything new from the network, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
What is that?
Morningstar whip. Belmont family heirloom.
Where'd you get it?
Not important. Let's go.